Masters of the Universe official trailer. The day He Man disappeared, Eternia stopped believing in heroes. The skies turned red. Kingdoms burned to the ground. Entire armies vanished overnight. And the people who once screamed his name during battle slowly forgot him. Some believed he was dead. Others believed he abandoned them. But the truth was far worse. He was trapped, lost light years away from home on a planet called Earth, with no magic, no allies, and no way back. And while he was gone, Skeletor finally won. The darkness spread across Eternia like a disease. Castles were destroyed. Ancient powers were stolen. Families were torn apart. Even the strongest warriors fell one by one. The world that once shined with hope became a kingdom ruled by fear. And every single day, He Man blamed himself. Because he wasn't there when his father needed him. He wasn't there when the palace walls collapsed. And he wasn't there when Skeletor took everything from him. For years, Adam lived among humans, hiding the truth about who he really was. To them, he was just another strange outsider trying to survive. Nobody knew he once carried the most powerful sword in the universe. Nobody knew he came from a world filled with monsters, magic, and warriors. But deep inside, Adam never stopped fighting. Every night, he searched for a way home. Every night, he looked at the stars, wondering if Eternia was still alive, or already gone forever. And then one day, the impossible happened. A signal reached Earth. Weak, broken, but real. A message from Eternia. Come back, before it's too late. The moment Adam heard those words, something inside him awakened again. Hope. For the first time in years, he remembered who he truly was. Not a lost man hiding on another planet, but He-Man, the defender of Eternia. The warrior chosen by power itself, but returning home wouldn't be easy. The portal technology was unstable. One mistake could kill him before he even reached Eternia, and even if he survived the journey, there was another terrifying truth waiting for him. Skeletor was no longer the same enemy he once fought. He was stronger now, far stronger. Years of ruling Eternia had changed him. He no longer wanted just the throne. He wanted absolute control over the universe itself. Ancient forbidden magic had transformed him into something darker, something almost unstoppable. Entire rebel groups tried to assassinate him. None returned alive. The moment Adam stepped back into Eternia, he barely recognized it. The beautiful forests were dead. The oceans were black. The royal kingdom stood in ruins beneath a sky covered in smoke and fire. And everywhere he looked, people were suffering. Children hiding underground, soldiers fighting hopeless battles. Families starving while Skeletor's armies marched through the streets like kings. This wasn't the Eternia he remembered. This was a nightmare. But the most painful part wasn't the destruction. It was the silence. Nobody celebrated his return. Nobody believed he could save them anymore. Because hope had already died. Even the old warriors looked at him with doubt in their eyes. To them, He-Man was a ghost from the past. A hero who disappeared when the world needed him most. And honestly, Adam couldn't blame them, because he blamed himself too. Every destroyed building, every lost life, every scream echoing across Eternia felt like his fault. For the first time in his life, Adam questioned whether he even deserved the sword anymore. Maybe Eternia would have survived if he never left. Maybe the world stopped believing in heroes because their greatest hero failed the. But then he discovered something that changed everything. His mother was still alive. Hidden deep within the underground resistance, she had spent years protecting survivors from Skeletor's forces. Weak and exhausted, she could barely believe her son had returned. But instead of anger, she smiled. And in that moment, Adam realized something important. Eternia had not completely fallen yet. As long as people still fought for each other, there was still hope. But Skeletor soon learned about He-Man's return. And instead of fear, he laughed. Because this was exactly what he wanted. For years, Skeletor prepared for the day He-Man would finally come home. He wanted one final battle. One final chance to prove to the universe that power belongs to those willing to destroy everything for it. He-Man wasn't returning to save Eternia. He was returning to witness its final death. Soon, giant war machines marched across the kingdom. Dragons made of dark magic filled the skies. Entire cities were wiped out overnight as Skeletor searched for Adam before the resistance could grow stronger. And everywhere He-Man went, destruction followed. Some people even began blaming him for the chaos. Ever since you came back, things became worse. Those words destroyed him more than any weapon ever could. Because deep down, he feared they were right. One night, Alone among the ruins of Castle Grayskull, Adam finally broke. He admitted the truth he spent years hiding from himself. He was afraid, afraid of failing again, afraid of losing everyone he loved, afraid that even with all his power, he still wouldn't be enough. And that fear almost destroyed him, because the sword of power does not choose perfect warriors. It chooses those brave enough to rise after falling. That night, Adam remembered the lesson his father once taught him. A true hero is not someone who never loses. A true hero is someone who stands back up when the universe tells him, the next something. I have the power.